It's a Saturday showdown. Anyone fancy some hot laps around Interlagos? It's qualifying day here for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix.
Just ahead of us in this session at the moment are Verstappen, and just behind us are Stroll, Albon and Piastri. The fastest lap at the moment, 1:06.2.
Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. It's an unusual anti-clockwise race here at Interlagos, where the Sao Paulo locals are packed into the grandstands at each of the 15 corners around this classic 2.7-mile circuit. Two very fast sections bookend the famous and highly technical Sector 2, where getting a good run out of Junsao into one of the two DRS zones will be key to any overtaking prospects today. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Isack Hadjar completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Stroll, Albon, Oscar Piastri, Russell, Norris, Leclerc, Sainz, Ocon, Gasly, Vesti, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Behrman, Perez, Joe, Hülkenberg, Fittipaldi and Théo Pourchaire. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Here we go then, the formation lap is underway ahead of today's sprint. We're almost ready to start the sprint as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
Nice work, mate. You did a really good job today. Pretty sure the boss is going to be happy with that one.
So with the sprint concluded, join us next time for qualifying and of course the main event, this weekend's Formula One Grand Prix. We'll see you next time. It's a Saturday showdown. Anyone fancy some hot laps around Interlagos? It's qualifying day here for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix.
Down to P17. You're leading the pack, that's P1. And we're in front of Gasly, Sainz and Albon. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1 minute 06.1.
Welcome along then to where heroes and history are made. It's where the 2008 title was decided in the very final corner. And just 1 year later, Jenson Button stormed through from 14th on the grid to claim his one and only Drivers' Championship. It's time then for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Interlagos, always a very special race here in Brazil. It's a 2.7-mile circuit with 9 lefts and 6 rights for a total of 15 corners. The fastest lap today should have an average speed of around 135 miles per hour, if, of course, the weather stays dry until the end of the Grand Prix. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Isack Hadjar lines up on pole position. And Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Albon, Leclerc, Norris, Sainz, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Ocon, Hamilton, Behrman, Stroll, Tsunoda, Gasly, Hülkenberg, Vesti, Perez, Joe, Fittipaldi, and Théo Pourchaire. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say they've got the better of them more often than not.
Yeah, they have, and it's, rule number 1, beat your teammate. They're the one that share the same...
The formation lap gets underway here in Brazil. Some memorable moments in history have come from this very circuit. Will we be treated to another today? Well, let's find out. A As the cars make their way back to the starting grid to form up and get ready for lights out, let's hope the race ahead today is a thrilling one that will go down as a memorable Grand Prix in the history books.
DRS is now available. You're in second place. Verstappen's ahead of you. They're on fresh softs. That's Alexander behind you. They're on fresh mediums. And that's 13 laps now until your pit window's open. Okay, there are 35 laps left in this race. Understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. focus on charging it up, please. Great stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap. Okay, let's go now, come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. That's 8th place, you're in 8th place. Piastri's ahead of you. Okay, they're on old softs. Gasly's behind you. They're on old mediums. Okay, so gap to the leader, 21.7 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. 21 laps to go. Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about. Car behind's just boxed for mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre now. Alexander's coming in for his stop now. That's P1, and Verstappen's behind. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Gap to your teammate behind, 10.1 seconds. Verstappen behind you now. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres, and the time last lap, 1 minute 10.0. Final lap. Okay, as things stand, we'll be 3rd in the championship. You're leading the pack, that's P1, and Verstappen's behind. They're on old mediums. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Fantastic drive, that's just fantastic. Amazing, you deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
And it's victory today for Isack Hadjar.
And that's 2 wins in a row now. It's the start of potentially something special, but they can't get ahead of themselves just yet. It's a long way to go.
Williams have put in an incredible performance out on the track today. I'm so glad all the hard work of theirs has finally paid off. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.